Today I want to talk about a quote by Edmund Burke back in, I think it was back in the 1700s, where he said, "The only thing necessary for evil to triumph is for good men to do nothing." And this has been a quote that I've known forever. It's been around for a long time, but I heard it when I was a young man and still a young man now, kinda. But it rings true more and more the older I get and the more I mature, is that we find ourselves in a society today where it seems like things are going off the rails, and it's concerning, especially after I had children and raising my children and so on. I'm kind of concerned about the direction that our world is going in. And this quote came back to me today, saying that the only thing that it will take for evil to triumph and to win is for good men to do nothing. And because of this, it sparked a different reaction in my mind and in my faculties, that hey, we need as good men to stand up and do something if we don't want the negative forces to overtake our world, to overtake us, to overtake our children. And I'm making this appeal here for people who are on the right frame of mind, or people who see what's going on around us, who do not want evil to triumph in our society, who wants the good to prevail and for sensible, sane thought to be the order of the day. Let's let our voices be heard. Let's stand up. Let's speak up, and let's speak the truth and speak in a respectful way, respecting each other, but at the same time making our stance clear and strong as to where the lines are. So today, as we get ready to go into 2025, I want us to keep this in the back of our mind and in the forefronts of everything that we do, that the only thing it will take for evil to win is for the good people. It said good men specifically. And I want to zone in on that a little bit. Being a man, I deem and I believe in the traditional leadership structure that the man is leader numero uno. And being the leader and the commander in chief of your life, of your family, is very important as a man, that you lead your family in several areas of that life. In the masculine thing and in the whole atmosphere, there's a lot of talk around masculinity, and we have a video on masculinity on this channel. You can go check it out. The man is a leader by nature. And I want to say that if you truly understand that and you truly walk in that essence of masculinity and leading your life, leading your family, and leading your wife and your children, leading in a positive way, then this will connect with you. So, for good men to do nothing at all, for good men not to lead properly, for us to take a back seat, for us to just let things happen to us, I am not one of those men who are going to fall or die on that hill. I stand up for what I believe in, and which is the principles of justice, the principles of peace, the principles of strength, the principles of love, of loyalty, of being grateful, of having the right attitude, of having a strong body and a strong mind, and not to be easily swayed or corrupted. That is the principle on which I stand. And for those who can relate to said principles and have built or is building their lives on such principles, to the youth of today, or young people of today, they need leadership. They need direction. A lot of them are lost in their thoughts, and that's why evil is bringing them down to the depths that it has been. Or depression rates are high, or suicide rates are high. I don't know what's happening. Despite life being so much easier than it was back in the day, we still have a more sadder experience and an existence today. That's concerning. I think that there is a need for good people to rise up and spread a more positive message and give hope to the next generation, to inspire them, to lead them into a brighter future, to give them the vision and the determination, the will and the education that they need to guide them, help them to build a character that it's going to take to change and bring a fundamental change to this world. The answer is not in politics. The answer is not in religion. The answer is not in all these other things. The answer is inside of you and your individual action that you're going to take to make sure that daily that you walk in the way that you want to see the world go. So good people of the world, good people out there that are hearing this message, rise up, stand up, be a blessing, be a positive force to counteract the evils of this world. Do not let the evil take over our world or schools or children. We have the power and the authority to subdue those things. There's a lot going on in the world around us that is just beyond the physical, that's in the spiritual realm, and we have the power. Our Creator gave us the ability to think and operate and do things in the real world, in the real life, in this dimension that can change the course of history. Where you're more powerful than you know, you're more powerful than you think, through your words and your actions. Make sure that you understand this, and through your words and your actions you live and you operate in a way, and you declare that as being true and declare that as being solid, and move forward. Build the life that you want, achieve the things that you want, reach that state of peace and joy inside. If we have to fight, we'll fight. If we have to sacrifice, we'll sacrifice. If we have to make changes and adjustments, we will. But at the end of the day, we will have that peace, that deep peace within our souls, knowing that we did the right thing. And that's one of the reasons why I started this channel in the first place, is to shed light on this type of stuff, and to shed light on just the motivation and what is going on in our society. And I hope that we find an audience out there of people who can understand and relate to the desire to speak the positive and to speak the right things, and to bring back families, bring back common sense, and just make the world a sane place, that we can raise our children, do business, and raise our families, and have peace and enjoyment, and live a life that is pleasing and that is free of any kind of encumbrance from the evil forces of this world. This is not one of those things that we're just gonna close our eyes and bury our heads in the sand and it's just gonna go away and it's gonna disappear. We need to take action. If you're gonna have the type of life that your children deserve, that you desire, we're gonna have to take action. You're gonna have to get up, put in the work, sacrifice the time, make sure you're making real positive impact out there in the world. Work as hard as you need to work, especially if you're a young man or a young woman. Put the work in, work on developing the right characteristics. Check out our video series on who am I and how to build the right personality traits, the right characteristics within your personality that will help you maximize your full potential. I'm not trying to sell you any courses. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just a regular person with some information that I think might be useful to help someone who is looking to be on a more positive path. Tune out a lot of this negativity on the social media content creators who are just pushing this divisive type of information, who's just pushing the vision. Who's pushing racial division, gender division. When I say gender, I'm referring to, the relationship between men and women. Right now we have a situation where if we're not careful, men and women are not liking each other. They don't want each other anymore. And this is very detrimental to the survival of our families and our society at large. You have men just pushing pay for play. No one wants to get married anymore. No one wants to have families anymore. These are the type of things that I hope that we can fuel and start a revolution to change the school of thought around these things. The red pill movement, even though it's been helpful in tapping into a conversation of masculinity and femininity, I think it's gotten to a point where it's gone a little bit too far to where men and women are to the point where they are hating each other instead of loving each other. So on this podcast, we'll have several topics and episodes, and we encourage you to send us your thoughts and your comments. We encourage you to send us your email, because we'll have different topics, different conversations around how to actually make a difference, actionable things that you can actually do in your day-to-day life, things that you should work on, ways that you can build the type of personality, the type of family, the type of finances. We'll share business information. We'll share strategy on how to grow as a business person myself. I have a lot of knowledge, a lot of information on how a lot of this can be accomplished. So please stay tuned. This is what we're about. Tap into it, and remember, the only thing it's gonna take for evil to win is for good people to do nothing. So if you're a good person, and if you mean good for yourself and for the rest of the world, you got to do something about it. And one way that you can do something about it is by changing the way how you think. And the way to change the way how you think is to surround yourself with the right type of content, the right type of person. That who you listen to affects how you think. Believe it or not, as grown as we are, we're influenced by the things that we watch on social media, by the things that we do. So today, it's December the 13th, it's Friday the 13th, and we have the power to make this one of the best days that we're here and we're alive, and we have health and strength, and we have the power to change things as long as we're still breathing, my friend. So stay tuned. 2025 will be a great year. We declare it, we decree it, and we will definitely take it to a whole new level in our own lives, and spread the message, spread the word, share this with somebody else, and let's get to it. All right, stay tuned. Send us your thoughts, your comments, your emails. Send us anything you want us to answer for you. We're gonna be doing much more to come. I don't want to spill the beans, but I have some ideas that we'll be releasing here on this channel as to the format that our shows will take. We want to get to a point where we'll be doing live shows. That's kind of where we want to go, where we'll have live shows and we'll be able to give real-time life coaching and life advice for free here on this platform. And I hope that we can gather an audience of people who would like this type of stuff. Go ahead and secure your seat, like the videos, share the videos, and subscribe. Most importantly is to subscribe, so that we can get to a place where we'll have an audience that we can actually start streaming and sharing our content live, and get through all of this craziness here, and cut through all the noise, and let our voices be heard, and let the world feel an impact from what we're about to do. All right, I believe in it. I believe in you. Stay strong. I hope I'm speaking to somebody who has the resolve and who has the mindset that there are good, positive people out here, people who believe in family, men that are out here who are faithful, who are loyal to their wives, who don't cheat, who believe in the foundations and the principles of masculinity and femininity, who believe that there is a higher calling for our lives, and we don't have to be super religious. This is not a religious group or anything like that. This is just people who mean well, who want to do well, who want to move in a positive way. If you're whatever religion you're a part of, if you're black, if you're white, Hispanic, Asian, whatever race you're from, tune into this one. This one is going to be huge. You get in early. Get on this one early. It's going to be big. It's going to become one of the most leading talked about programs that you'll ever see, that will make a real impact in our culture and in our space. It's our time now. We're going to shift the narrative. We're going to shift the conversation into a lane that we can put something positive out there and give people something that they can build on and grow on. All right. So take care, and I'll see you again on the next one. So that's just a little rundown of who we are, what we're about, and where this thing is headed. This is going to be a big one. Get your tickets early, jump on board, sign on, and look out, turn on your notification, and look out for more videos to come. Go check out our positive video series on Who Am I, Who We Are. One of our first videos that we did focuses on helping you to first understand who you are as a person, and tapping into that and cultivating some of the characteristics to build daily in your lives and in the lives of your children. So this is about family, good, positive content that will help you to grow and develop and be the best version of yourself. Bless, be a blessing, and take care of yourself. Bye.